It's Tuesday the 12th of September 2017 and I'm back here at Alton Towers for another look at the Secret Weapon 8 construction site. Today I'm joined by Mr. Jack Gator, who's here to come and have a little look at what's going on. Coming towards the end, hey, here we are, we've got the builders out in force yet again, the wonderful builders team. So here we go, let's have a little look at what's happened. Obviously I've been out to Europe, been on a big trip out there, so make sure you check out the vlogs that will be coming online here on the channel in the next week or half or so. But yeah, let's have a little look at what's happened since we was last here. I mean, this whole section here has gone in. Obviously you've got the first drop on the ride which will make its way down here. We've now got these wooden vents. Have a little look through here. They've all gone into place here as well, so hopefully you might get a bit of airtime up there looking at that. Obviously it comes from down the bottom here straight up that way, so it looks like we should get a bit of airtime. Obviously here the land's sort of all been flattened where the queue line's going to go, and we've got these new sort of wooden supports down the side here as well, which to me, does that maybe look like it could be the queue line fencing maybe? Or be, yeah. I'd like to think that we might get something where we can see the queue line a bit better here.
It looks like that's obviously going to be the shop.
Yeah, the queue line shop from the plans, obviously it's on there as the shop. But yeah, obviously we can see if we move down to the next viewing window what's going on here. But yeah, lots to report actually. We've also got quite a bit of work going on down the bottom of the site, and mainly on the large theming structure what's been taking place. So we'll make our way down to this window where we can see more of the queue lines being placed in over the past week. All down the bottom here you can see all the block paving. That's gone in. And you can see where it's going to make the way up. Yeah, so here, look how close you are to this section of track. I mean, you're going to get some G-force here. I mean, you look at that, there's hardly any banking on the side there.
Then it goes straight into the
and straight down into the airtime here, which we'll see a bit better from the next viewing window. But yeah, looking at that, the queue line rides up here. I just don't want to see a massive sort of big fence there blocking it all in.
Hopefully something like this.
Yeah, where we can see through. You know, I'd like to be able to see the coaster and what's actually happening there. Obviously you can see the workmen flattening that out there as we come towards the end of the day, Tuesday like I say today. So hopefully we're going to see a bit more queue line starting to go in around the top. Obviously you can see all the wood here going into place. All set on top there. As we make our way down to the next viewing window and have a little look.
Video!
Nice to hear the video. Nice to hear you've got the beautiful Iron score still playing down here. Here we go, this is where we can get a really nice view now of the site. So obviously you can see the breeze blocks just down here for your queue line, and wow, this is where we get a good view. That's probably, yeah, well it is one of the tallest parts of the ride just there. Obviously that is going to be all inside a tunnel, as you can see there by the wooden structure on the top. And lots of work's taken place, so let's firstly talk about this airtime hill. This had gone into place in the last update, but most importantly now, obviously you've got the wood that goes across now all starting to go on there, and you're going to get some good airtime there. I mean, looking at that hill, it's got to have some speed when it comes around here, and it's going to come down this drop. You're going to get some good airtime. I don't think we're going to see like loads of ejector airtime on this, but definitely some floater airtime. Moving across then to the right from that, you can see the building, which has now got these doors on. I'm thinking, obviously I mentioned it before, that I think we're going to see some fire effects on this. I think that that could be for like the controls maybe, for the fire effects. I mean, for something like that, you're going to have a room where, you know, all the sort of storages for like gas cannons and stuff like that, aren't you? So I think personally, that's what that is going to be down there.
All things like, you know, your safety cut-offs and
yeah, all that, where it's obviously going to be programmed from. I reckon that's what we're going to start to see being installed down there. We'll move on to the large theming structure in a moment, but first you have a look down the bottom end of the site where I'll zoom in now, where you can see you've got all the footers going in. Not much left in terms of wooden bents to go up yet on the site. There's only a few bits left to go, but
so
all that
nearly complete.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, all that bottom section to go in there, really. So I reckon we'll see that going in next. And obviously here as well, you've got this final turn as it makes its way up towards the brake run. Obviously it's going to come around here and then back up there and round into the brake run. But yeah, we'll move a little bit further down, shall we, and see what we can see. Very exciting though, isn't it? Over the past week and a half, I say this every update when I've been here, there's been a lot of work going on. You enjoyed watching it, Jack?
I've come up a few times after work to have a look.
Yeah, it's just good to come down here and see it. Like, I've been down here every couple of days, you know, to come and watch it. This is always a good viewing window. We can get a look at what's happening. Here we go. This is definitely the best viewpoint in my opinion for the ride so far. So again, you can get more of a gist here on this drop. Comes down here and into the little camelback there. If we have a zoom in over to there as well, we can see what will be it's making its way around to the final section of the ride, where you can see the workman now, and it makes its way up here. And we've got a very sudden change of direction there as it makes its way round here and then back up there to the top. Oh, you got a scratch on the window there, where the brake run starts just through there. Obviously, you've had all of this, which has gone over the past week and a half. You can see the droplets there and where it will come out of the tunnel. Not too sure if the tunnel's going to extend a bit further round there. I can't really remember from the plans. Yeah, very exciting. You can see a lot of work taking place over at the back of the site there as well, towards the station and pre-show area. That's where a lot of work's been taking place today. Something on the big concrete wall going on there. And obviously at the side just here as well, where you can see the pre-show building and station building with more of the roof going on there as well. I'll show you a few more shots now from round by the Congo River Rapids, where we can see a little bit more of that roof going in, and also get a zoom in on the large theming structure, and something very exciting which is really starting to go on with that now. So just as we made our way round to the Congo River Rapids exit, you can see me here having a little bit of a zoom in on what we can see of this wicker wooden structure. I mean, look at that just there, really good zoom in, and we can start to see the level of detail there is going to be on this large themed structure. When we were around there as well, this large piece of theming started to be craned into the site. The crane was up for quite a bit today, but this was the only thing we saw being lifted in with the few hours that we were there at the construction site. Again, you can see me zooming in, it's got the same sort of finish there on what can be seen on the rest of the structure that is currently covered in the tarpaulin. I'm sure you'll all agree this looks stunning, whatever this piece of theming is, and I can't wait to see it once it's been complete. Here's a look then at the station and pre-show building that since the last update has got all the wood starting to go on there ready for the roof. And then we can assume the tiles will go on there as well, similar to what we've got over there on the main station building. Down on the One Tree footpath just now then, where you can see they've blocked out these windows temporarily whilst they're doing a little bit of work just down here. You can still see though, if you stand a bit further back on the path, what's taking place. Obviously you've got that which I've just shown you a shot of, which we're assuming is going to attach on the top just there. If we have a zoom in, you can see the workmen adding all more brackets on there at the top and more of the wood. Looks very interesting to see what they're doing up there. Obviously it does look like it's going to be some sort of large wooden statue which is going into place there. Very exciting. You saw just in the footage the crane was up earlier on as well, so I reckon the park is closed tomorrow, with it being the Wednesday closed in September. I do think we're going to see a little bit more work taking place, and if we come in on Thursday I reckon you'll be able to see the full height or a bit more height to this large theme structure. I'll show you a few more shots then just now before we wrap it up of the SWA construction site from this week. So as you saw then by them shots of the site, lots of work taking place over the past week and a half, and not that many wooden bents left to go in place. Very exciting. I'll be back here next week for another look at what's taking place on Secret Weapon 8. But this is very exciting, this large thing what's been wrapped up, this large, what looks to be some sort of wicker statue of some form. It's exciting, isn't it?
Some horns on as well.
Yeah, it's got some horns, what we can see wrapped up here at the side, and that is massive. I do think though that is going to sit on top of that. That's like the body maybe, and then whatever that is, some sort of head of like an animal or a person, is going to sit on top, meaning it's going to be a massive piece of theming. It's impressive to see.
It looks
this
bigger
large,
than the normalizer.
It does. It's large scale theming here in the UK, and something I can't wait to see once it's complete. So thank you very much for watching another update on Secret Weapon 8 here at Alton Towers. Good to see you, Jack. Thanks for coming down, having a look at the site.
One thing to say,
And
be chosen.
Oh, be chosen, of course. This Scarefest as well. We'll be doing a vlog, and we'll check out the new scare attraction, the Welcoming, which is going to be located just here in the Mutiny Bay courtyard. good timing for the update. The rain's starting to come down here, Alton Towers. A good time to wrap it up. I'll be back next week for another update, and make sure you look back through our other construction updates here from Secret Weapon 8 to see how much this ride has really progressed from throughout the season. Thanks for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. Bye. What is he doing?